Hey, all this driver. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 21. So we're going to continue on here today. We do have a story mission now after we did some basic orders the other day. And so we got, this is story order 7, and it's going to be the Ribbsan Starline. This is actually a return customer. If you read the storyline, he tells a little story about how he bought this from a kid for cheap and all this stuff. And this thing looked like a hunk of junk. So he wants us to fix it all up for him. So I kind of did a quick look here real quick, and we got a lot of stuff to do here. We have almost two full pages of engine work to do. We have almost 2 pages of body work to do. He wants an oil change, which is probably going to come with while we're doing the engine work. And then you got a couple of other tasks here to do, which is refilling and changing stuff. So we're going to dive into this. Now, I'm hoping that we have enough money to do all this. I'm kind of worried, honestly. So this will be a perfect example. If you ain't got enough money, you can park just to the side, um, and just go and do the other job missions that are located in here if you need to try to bank up some extra money. So we're not going to do that unless we have to, and I may, if to do that, if I end up having to do that, we might split the video up a little bit. We'll see. So anyhow, let's go ahead and dive into this. Now we know we got a lot of engine work to do, so I'm just going to automatically, I'm just going to bring it in the shop. Just go ahead and get it in here because we got a lot of work to do. I am going to go ahead and put it on stage 1 on the lifter because I know we're going to go into this thing. So, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can go through and you can click all these so you highlight every single thing. I'm not going to highlight every single thing because in this list, there's a little bit of a mixture of stuff going on here. So what I'm going to focus on right now is going to be just the engine stuff, and then we'll go from there. Anything attached to the motor, minus probably, well, we'll go ahead and probably throw the tranny in there. So we do need a battery, tensioner, cam, coil cover, engine head cover, these coils, manifold, filter, power steering pump, radiator. We're going to skip the drive axles for the moment. There's another belt, spark plugs, throttle, and then we're going to skip the hub bearings because we're going to do those afterwards. We're going to do the engine first, then we'll do suspension, then we'll do body work, and then we'll top it off with the remaining tasks as long as we don't run out of freaking money. So we'll just see how this goes, guys. So, all right. So let's see. Got everything lit up here, and it's going to be kind of a cluster because there's a mess of stuff lit up here. So we're just going to work through it and start tearing things apart. All right, so that's off. Let's see. Can't pull the intake without pulling the fuel rail. Now we get the intake out of here. We're inside the filter there. As you can see, a lot of these, looks like most of these parts are going to have to be purchased. We're not even going to be able to fix half this crap. That's going to stink. Okay, so those are off. I think what I'm going to do is, I know that I lit up a lot of stuff, so we're going to remove the intake manifold and the throttle body to remove some of our halos that we got there. We got a lot going on here. Some of the easier thing to do would maybe just to come and start stripping it down, because you know that's basically what you're doing. You're going to end up stripping this whole motor, or almost the whole motor, and then turn those on as you go. That one's got to be sprayed. Okay, so there's that. Now, that's bad ignition coil. That's another bad one. And that's a bad one. Now, the kicker is that I can pull this. That covers toast, as you can see. And I'm going to hope that the cam we have to replace is in here. There it is. All right, so we know we need 4 spark plugs, and I see 3 of them. So I'm going to leave it like that for the moment. I know there's going to be another spark plug, and I want to make sure I put the right spark plug back into place. So let's go ahead and remove all these caps. That one. then we got to start tearing the front of the motor apart as well. A lot of caps here. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now I'm going to go back in here again, and I'm going to turn off the head cover, the coil cover. I'm going to go ahead and turn these ignition coils off as well. And we'll leave everything else there for the moment, I think. Yeah. That kind of gets rid of some of our halos and makes it a little bit easier to manage. So let's work on the front of the motor here. So what I'm going to do, just for the sake of the video, making things a little simpler, I'm going to go ahead and remove the radiator, and I'm going to pull a couple of things off of here. What am I doing? I need my drain tool. That's what I need. So let's drain off the coolant. Just to make things easier to see and work around, we're going to do it this way. Because we need to pull this radiator fan out anyways. That's obviously toast. The idea is to not pull off any more than you have to pull off. Let's see that one. Can I take this off? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know we need this power steering pump down here. We'll go ahead and grab it real fast. And then, if this thing would let me zoom correctly, so we need to get into this timing area. So we need to pull this. And it will not let me do it that way. So I have to pull the crankshaft pulley, I mean, and this pulley here. And that was one, because it's one pulley right there. Now we can pull that. We'll grab this. And we'll pull that. And that should be all of our parts we can grab from up here. I don't think we need to go underneath for any of the parts, at least right now. What we can do is just go ahead and start repairing and replacing parts here. So let's go ahead and start working on our shopping list. And we're going to grab one of those, that, and that. Those on 2 pages. So we know we need 4 spark plugs. We need to cover 3 coils. That, and that. So let's go ahead and grab these parts real fast. We're in the main shop right now, so I did not clear that piece out apparently from last time. We'll grab everything we can grab here. We'll have to go to the electronics store for a couple pieces. Like the spark plug, you can't get that in here. And you can't get the coils in here, but you can get the covers. I apologize if I'm grabbing these parts a little fast. I know this video is going to be a little bit longer because of all the stuff we got to do. So I'm just kind of skipping through this a little bit quicker, but I don't want to cut out, you know, how I got everything and how I did everything. So those and 3 of those. That'll be a good start. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start mounting parts. So let's go ahead and put this part plug in, and this one, and that one. We also know that those need 3 new coils, so let's grab those and pop those in real quick. Then now that we got those in, let's go ahead and turn those off because we got those done. So we didn't need the coils on, but we have, let's see here, spark plugs. Turn those off. Let's find that one bad spark plug, and there it is right there. We'll just pull this one coil and that plug, and then go ahead and put the parts back in there. And that just simplifies it a little bit, guys, makes it a little bit easier to find. You don't want to be pulling all these spark plugs and then have to put all brand new spark plugs in it, because it will throw a fit if you don't do it right. So we'll just start putting all this stuff back together, guys. It's quite that simple. Wish it was this easy in the shop when I'm actually working on something out there. Oh, there we go. Just keep in mind, I did remove some excessive parts that we didn't have to remove. Um, you don't have to remove them. I only did it just to kind of help make things a little easier for us to see. I sometimes do that in general, but I was also doing it for the video just so it made it a little easier for you guys to see what's going on. So if you want to remove it, you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. Um, Interesting note, if you've watched anything about my, working on getting more XP and stuff like that, you will get XP for every part you pull, even though you don't have to pull the part. So if you watch, you get an XP every time you take a part off or put a part on. Oh no, okay, we're good. I guess we'll go ahead and finish the top side, and we'll do the front of the motor here in a second. Looking nice, all the new pretty parts on there, isn't it? Okay, so let's focus back down here, and we'll finish up this. Come on, let me. That's the downside, is that we got to watch where that radiator's at, because we'll end up throwing the radiator on while we're still trying to put all this on. Another thing you can keep in mind too is they're putting parts on. If you know it was a part that needed to be replaced, and you've got it lit up like I do, you can go turn those off as you go if it helps you with seeing what you might be missing. I usually wait until I get to about this point, and I'll go, okay, I think I've got all the right parts on here, so let's go check and start unlocking, start turning things off, and you'll see that you pretty much have got it all done. So, like right there, just got the oil filter left, and we got to put these other few parts back on. Throw that in here, put that back, and we'll go ahead and got to do it that way. So let's go ahead and take care of the coolant, because we already knew we were here. I think that was part of our task, our other task section. But we'll go ahead and get it taken care of real quick. Okay, so that's done. Now the battery is toast. Can I take the battery out? There we go. So the battery is toast. I did not think about the battery. That's why it helps having things highlighted. You'll realize that, oh, I forgot to change something. So you go and you change it, later on. So the battery is also going to be in your electronics section. I'm going to hold on to that battery. I don't know if they fix it or not, but back in the older version of Car Mechanic Simulator, you used to be able to charge fully dead batteries. So, used to. I don't know if they changed that, and I want to test that theory later. So that's something I am going to save. So it looks like we're done up here. Let's go ahead and unlight that battery. So we got the oil filter underneath, so we'll go do that. And he did want an oil change as well, so we're going to go ahead and drain the oil. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll run over here. Let's see, is it up in here? Don't put it back yet. turn that. Let's grab that oil filter. And we need one of those. Put that on. That should clear all that out. So other than putting oil back in it, we pretty much are done with the engine. Now we'll go ahead and light up the rest of the stuff that we need to do while we're under here. If it helps you, sometimes it helps me. Once you get done with a certain section, go ahead and sell this stuff. Go ahead and clean up your inventory. Because if not, what I usually do is I use this being red, knowing that's the part I need to buy. So just do that. It kind of help you keep everything all taken care of. Looks like all of our work is going to be back here. Because it's not highlighting nothing up here. So let's, we'll just do this one side at a time like we usually do. Let's tear this apart. Oh yeah, that looks nasty. There's our bearing. Now we've got our parts, so we can do two of those. Get our tablet up. Two of those. And two of those. Now we got to do is we're already over here, so we'll just put it back together real fast. We'll go the other side, we'll tear it apart, put it right back together. And then we'll go to the next task. See how our money's looking like our money's going to be okay. Sorry about that. Knocked over something on the table here. Oops. Didn't mean to zoom in there. All right, part mount. Okay, so that should finish all that up for us. Yep. So this whole section is now done. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get the oil filled up, and we'll go ahead and do this real quick. It won't take but a minute. And then we're going to put it back outside and do this body work. I don't have a way to do the body repairs yet, or the part repairs, but we'll just buy the parts, throw them on there, and send him on his way. So we might get this done pretty quick. So let's go ahead and finish this all up so we can get it outside. He is missing all this kind of stuff here. Let's see, we need oil. And also, when you even when you're doing these jobs, if you've seen the video that I did about the well, let me think about this for a second. Trying to multitask, I don't work that well. So if you see my video where we were doing these other tools for XP, you can do that on these story missions as well. I'm just not doing it today on this mission, just to make the video a little bit shorter, because that's mainly what you came to see, how the job is supposed to be done or what parts need to be done. So I'm not going to worry about, oh crap, don't take that out. I already done that one. What else did the wizard need? Hold on. I apologize, guys. Sitting there talking, I forget what I need to do. Change the power steering fluid. That was what it was. Okay. So yeah, you know, the extra things you can do those on any mission. You can also do that in a junkyard, even if you're not buying it. So it's kind of a nice benefit. You can do that anywhere. You can do the full, well, not with the tools, maybe. I haven't tried using the actual tools. Oh, crap, I'm not going to be able to see this again. Why did they put that behind crap? It is full. Cool. All right. Oh, well, we fully went out there, didn't we? So I might do another video on the experience stuff. Maybe broaden it a little bit more, and maybe do a little bit of testing and stuff. I know that you can do the inspection mode in the junkyard, in the barns, things like that, but I don't know about the tools now that I think about it. Typically, when I go to a barn find or the junkyard, I buy everything there. I plan to spend my money. All right, so all that's done. So now all we got left is all this body work to do. Looks like it needs about everything. So let's go ahead and move this outside. And let's see here. We're going to do kind of like what we did. If you watched any of my other videos, we're just going to do this a couple pieces at a time just to make it a little bit easier. We're going to start with this front bumper. We're going to go and get the left door and the door window. So let's go into here. Get this car. So we're going to grab the bumper, door, window. Actually, I know I saw the fender. So let's go ahead and grab it too while we're there. Let's see what we can put on here. We got the fender, and there's our bumper. The door needs to be removed with window. Let's go ahead and put the new door on and the new window. And let's see, what else did you need? So we need a front license plate. We're going to skip the plate. We'll come back to it. So we need the right door and fender. So we'll grab that. Door, right window, right fender. If it helps you out, you can actually take and write this down. And I used to do that back before, and then I got tired of constantly writing crap down. Oh, let's see. Remove that fender, that door. Put that door on. That window. That. Like I said, we'll just make our way down the list. So let's see. Need a hood, left body window A, left headlight, left mirror, and left taillight. So we probably just grab all the lefts on there. Probably could have just went through this whole list and just purchased everything. In all honesty. So we did buy a hood, didn't we? I did not buy the hood yet. Okay. No worries. We'll get there. Left side, dummy. Not my left, the left side of the vehicle. That. Move that window. And there's a tail light to go in there. And let's see, what else did we need here? We didn't grab the hood, so we need a hood, a rear bumper, rear window. Grab the hood, rear bumper, and rear window. And we need to remove the rear window and the bumper. And we're going to remount the window, bumper. And in case you didn't notice, the plate came off, so we're going to put that plate back on there. It's in bad condition, but I'm not going to worry about it. Put this hood back on, or put it on. And what else did we need? Let's see. Right body went, so all right parts. Come on. There we go. So rear window, so there's right, that right, that right, that right. I also saw the trunk, and I saw the windshield, so let's go ahead and grab it all, get it done with. Trunk, the tail light. It's crazy that they're not having us do more to make this car a little better looking. There's the headlight. I think the last thing on that was the license plate. Oh, the windshield. We gotta put the windshield on still. All right, let's go grab a license plate. You would think this would be done at the tag office, but let's see there. That's a plate, right? And boom, it's all done. So if if you noticed in the beginning, I had a little over $12,000 on me. I now have $2,500. So we went through $10,000 in parts just doing this much work. So this is why I keep repeating that. Make sure you got the money to do this. Um, it's not bad if you don't. You're just going to be parking it to the side and doing side jobs, and that can get confusing. If you have to do that, put every bad part back on the car so you get it out of your inventory, and then go work on another project, save up some money, then come back again. There's no time on these, by the way, guys. There's no time to do these. So you take as long as you need to, keep it in your garage for 10 years and do it someday. It's whatever. It's however you want to do it. So we're going to go ahead and finish order. And now we're at 25 grand. So that project paid us $13,000 after they paid for all the parts. So that's a nice little paycheck. Something I didn't do in the last story was we got a case out of the deal. So let's go ahead and do this case. Let y'all see that. Let's see what we get. So we got another barn location map and more XP. Not bad. Not too bad at all. So we'll go ahead and do that. Any of like windows and lights cannot be repaired unless it's a mod. We're not going to get into the mod side of it. You can go ahead and just sell those. That's not fixable either, so we'll get rid of that, the windows, that. Now, we could have saved a little bit of money and made a little bit more money on the whole deal if I'd have had the repair set up for body parts. So that's something you could look into before you start this mission, is maybe get your money up and go ahead and get that repair bench so you can repair these. Also, too, I'll test this later on the battery. Actually, you know what? We have enough money. Let's test the battery theory. Let's do that real fast. Because I know I can buy a battery charger. It puts it in the shop for us. It parks it right there. So let's see if we can charge that battery real quick. I can. 1% battery, guys. You could recharge it, and you got a brand new battery waiting. So we'll put that in our engine parts in the warehouse and save that for a rainy day. That's charged up, ready to go. So as you see now, it's 100%. And then we're going to save these body parts to do repairs on later when I get the repair bench in here for body work. All right, guys. So I'm going to go put all this stuff away and call it a day in the shop. You guys have a great day, and I will catch you next time. See ya.